Hi guys, it's Misty the Book Rat, and I'm back with another review for Graphic Novel Week. Today we are doing Zita the Spacegirl by Ben Hatke. This one comes from the fantastic First Second, and I will leave links below to the book so that you can check it out yourself. I already mentioned in my January Rewind video that this gets a big thumbs up. I adored this. As light and young and silly as this book is, I think it's one of the favorite graphic novels that I've ever read. I felt like Ben and I had similar childhoods. Like, he just got all of those things that I grew up with loving, and all of those little things were pulled from as influences for this book. So it reminded me of all of my favorite fairy tales and the movie Little Monsters and just all of these different things that I adored as a kid and have influenced my tastes and how I perceive things. And they all just seem to make an appearance and make this a little more special than I was expecting it to be. The story follows Zita, who finds a button in a meteorite that crashes to Earth and decides to push the button even though her friend tells her not to. And her friend gets sucked into this void by this weird tentacle beast. And so she jumps in after him, deciding to rescue him because it was her fault. And the whole story is her journey of trying to find him, and then once she's found him, how's she going to get him home? The big problem being that the world that he's been pulled to, it's about to blow up. So she's working under a time crunch. It's this really charming story, and it's full of these really fascinating characters, and I loved just poring over the backgrounds of pages and seeing all of the different beings that were in this world. There was such a great level of diversity and everyone going about their business, and it was kind of like a busy market town in Firefly, just all this weird stuff going on in the background, and it just made it really amusing and interesting to read. There's also a really good mix in the panels between tight close-up detailed shots and these wide sweeping landscapes that are kind of cinemascope style. It provided a lot of visual interest and a lot of variety, and also just showcased the world and Ben's talent as an illustrator. Zita herself is just fantastic. She's a great heroine. She's plucky, she's determined, she's loyal, she has a stellar moral compass, and she's adventurous, and just everything that you want to be when you're a little kid. There's some great little side characters too that really make an impression, even if they're not in the book for a very extended amount of time, or don't talk much or at all. There is a giant mouse that, having familiarity with these things, I'm gonna call a rat, and Zita rides around on it, and it's super intelligent, and I just want to cuddle it. There's this big giant guy that looks like he might be a moving rock. I'm not entirely sure what he is, but he's just sweet and downtrodden and just adorable. There's a very angry little drone that wants vengeance on all of the other drones, and this dubious Pied Piper-like character. Just, there are all these levels and all these things going on that just come together in a really, really charming way, and I would highly, highly recommend this. I can't wait for Legends of Zita the Spacegirl, which is number 2 and is coming out August or September, and I will definitely be reading more from Ben.